Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the kitchen. If you're new, I'm Lynn the Crafty Cook. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm so glad you decided to join me today. I am a huge fan of Olive Garden's toasted ravioli. This thing I order every time I go, it's either that or their chicken gnocchi soup. Those are the two things that I just have not been able to come up with. Until now. Gotta wipe my glasses off, there's something on them. So I have figured out a way that I can sort of come up with toasted ravioli at home. There's lots of different ways to do it, lots of different recipes out there. But this is what I've come up with, okay? And I'm going to show y'all how to do it, and maybe you'll decide to try it. I hope so. I don't make my own ravioli. I start with meat ravioli, beef ravioli, frozen, that you buy in the grocery store. And in this bowl right here, can y'all see down in here? I think you can. Yeah, you can see down in here. I've got some eggs. I've got 4 big bags of ravioli I'm going to do, y'all. So I've got 6 eggs, and I may need more eggs. But to the eggs, I'm going to add a little bit of buttermilk to help it stick. All right, now then. That's where we start with. In this bowl, plain white flour, just plain all-purpose flour. In my pan, I've got breadcrumbs, and if you all watched the video last week or so, I made breadcrumbs, showed you how to do it. If you didn't, I'll link it below and you can watch it. But I'm sifting them because I want them to be fine. But these have all been crushed up in the food processor, and I sifted them through that, or the majority of them I sifted. Get that out of our way. Now then, we are going to season our breadcrumbs, and I'm using Parmesan Romano cheese. You can use 5 cheese, you can just use Parmesan, or you can leave it out altogether. But I've got quite a few breadcrumbs, so I'm going to add quite a bit of cheese. Matter of fact, I'm just going to dump all that cheese in there. And I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder. Let me grab a teaspoon here. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of garlic. Maybe another little hint there. I'm going to add Italian seasoning. I'm going to add this whole little jar. It's had some taken out. And I'm going to add some parsley because I think it makes it look pretty. And y'all just kind of have to go with the amount you're doing. I can't really tell you. And of course, you all know my Italian herb grinder that I just love. So I'll be grinding here for a minute because you know it takes a while to get these ground. And I'm going to add some oregano. Here's my oregano. Just a sprinkling of oregano across there. All right, we've got everything in there. Now then, let me grab something here to stir that up with. Got me another little whisk here to stir this up. Your cheeses kind of stick together just a little bit here, but this whisk will just whisk them right away. And y'all, I'm going to take some of this out of this pan. and put it in a bowl in case I were not to need all of it. Then I've not ruined it with my egg wash, okay? And I can add it in a little bit at a time as I need it. And if I don't use it all, I'll put it in a jar, set it back in the pantry, because every bit of this came out of the pantry, so it can go right back in. Okay. I believe that's mixed up pretty good. Y'all, I'm going to put this back in the freezer after we're going to flour, egg, breadcrumb, and sheet pan. And then I'm going to put it back in the freezer. Like I said, I'm doing 4 big bags. There's just 4 of us. So we don't eat. Usually maybe a bag, maybe not quite a whole bag at one sitting. So I'll probably get 5 meals out of my 4 bags. I'll try to stretch it just a little bit. But I'll put it back in the freezer, let it freeze overnight with all of the ingredients on it. And then it's ready to go. The next time I want ravioli, I can either pop it in the oven, I can pop it in the air fryer, or I can deep fry it. Whatever you want to do, whatever your preference to brown this and toast it. Then it's ready to go the next time, okay? So I'll see you all here in just a minute. Okay, I'm going to put some of this in this bowl right here. So like I said, I've got a lot of breadcrumbs, Italian seasoned breadcrumbs here. And may not use all of them this go round. Probably will not. But then I've got them ready for next time. All right, now then, set that back out of the way. We've got this right here. And our eggs and our flour. Let me grab something to open this up with. And I'll do a few of these on here with y'all so you see what they look like. And then I'll turn you off and finish them all up. And then I will bring you back and show you how I fry them up for supper and how I serve them, okay? And you want to kind of break them apart. As you can see, some of them are kind of stuck together. And just toss them around in this flour, just like this. That will help everything to stick. I believe that's just a ravioli. That doesn't have any middle in it. I got gypped, y'all. Look at that. It doesn't have a filling. It's just a ravioli piece. You think I've got the other half of it in this bag somewhere? I don't see it. I'm going to dump that whole bag in there. Nope, I did not get the other half of it. I got gypped. I'm just going to toss this around with my hands. All right, now then. Grab me a spoon here. Got me a slotted spoon. I think that'll work good for this egg wash here. Well, let me go ahead and put me a piece of parchment paper on here. Y'all know I get scattered sometimes because I will refreeze this between parchment paper so that they don't stick together while they're freezing. And I'll toss in here a few of these. You don't want too much flour on it, but you want them coated. Okay. So, just about like that. Just coat it all the way around. And then just right like this. Into your egg wash and toss it right over there. Y'all can just buy Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. This works great. If you don't have homemade breadcrumbs, buy breadcrumbs and season them yourself. or take you some crackers, stick them in that food processor, and make you some cracker crumbs. That works too. Okay, can y'all see what I'm doing? I'm just kind of tossing this stuff on it just like that. And then we're just going to lay them right over here on our sheet pan. Just like this, in a single layer. Just like this. And like I said, I'll refreeze these and then we'll... Alright, now we go back over here and start again. Alright, so here we go. We're going to do another section of this. Just like this. Those two are stuck together good and tight. There we go. Like I said, you don't want too much flour to be stuck on these. Y'all ever done toasted ravioli? Do you fry it? Do you bake it? How do y'all do yours? Let me know in the comments below. Leave me some comments. I love to y'all leave me comments. I just get so excited when I see somebody's left me a comment. I'm just like, oh, somebody's talking to me. I get real excited. All right. See, this is what I'm doing right here. Just toss this in there. Toss them around. Lay them over. Pasta's not something I've mastered making, you all. I may some point, but... So this is kind of semi-homemade ravioli, you might call it. I don't know. The first time I did this, I thought, oh, it'll just be real quick. I can batter these things up real quick while I get ready to fry them here. And I could not keep up. They fried really quick, and I couldn't keep up. So from that point, I'm like, this has all got to be ready to go before I ever start frying, because they cook up in just no time. So that's when I decided that I would do them all and freeze them, and they do great this way. And then I just get them back out when I want to fry them, or like I said, if you want to fry them, or oven bake them, you can do that. And like I said, put the cheese on, leave the cheese off, whatever you all want to do. I also got some cheese ravioli at the store that I will use my spaghetti sauce that I make. And put my spaghetti sauce over it and bake it with then some mozzarella cheese on top, and have that instead of this kind. I'm gonna add a few more breadcrumbs to this, just so my pan's covered good right there. All right, I'm gonna finish up these 4 bags of ravioli because y'all do not want to sit here and watch me bread 4 bags of ravioli. And when I get these breaded and I get ready to cook it, I'll bring y'all back and show you how I fried it and what it looks like. Okay, I'll be back shortly. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Told you I'd bring you back when I fried up some of this ravioli. And this grease is just about hot enough. That one piece sunk to the bottom and didn't pop back up. So I'm going to let it heat up just a little bit more before I pop too many more in there. Because I like them to go down and pop right back up to the top. All right, now it's come up to the top. Or it's trying to come up to the top, let's say. So we'll let that cook just another second. Y'all, this would be a good appetizer. It's a real good appetizer, like for football or just whatever. Holidays, and y'all need to take an appetizer somewhere. You can fix them like this. Just brown them halfway, put them back in the freezer, take them out, stick them in the air fryer or the oven. Quick, easy peasy, no mess. Serve them with a jar of spaghetti sauce, marinara sauce, whatever you want. And you've got a delicious, I mean, everybody will be saying, oh my gosh, you need to bring that ravioli. You've got to bring that ravioli. So you'll be taking days in the fall and breading it on, putting it in, and frying it and then putting it back in the freezer. So you'll have it throughout the holidays, I promise. Okay, here's our first one we did. Let me grab a paper towel. Y'all, we're having this tonight just as a finger food. And I've got some pull-apart bread over here that I made it once before with y'all. Y'all have to go back and watch white bread, basic white bread, and Italian pull-apart bread, because this is just Italian pull-apart bread right here. I'm getting ready to pop it in the oven. And I just made a half recipe. And, all right, there's our raviolis. I'll show them to y'all here in just a second. Let me pop this in the oven. That's going to be so good. All right, let me slide this over here because I'm going to fry the rest of these in just a few minutes. Let me get us a fork. And a little plate. Look at this. And right back here's our sauce. I'll get a spoon. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all, here it is. Look here. Here we go. Look how pretty and brown that is. Can y'all see? Isn't that pretty? So nice and brown. Absolutely one of my favorites. And like I said, I've got 4 big trays in the freezer. I'll take those out tomorrow and repackage them. And then all I have to do is bring it in here, drop it in the hot oil, or stick it in the air fryer to begin with, and spritz it with oil, or in the oven. You can bake it, spritz it with a little bit of oil, bake it in the oven, and it's done. So that'll be all for this one. Remember to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and leave me some comments. And that'll be all for this one. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.